It's a good time of worship. Grateful for it. Thank you, Ted, for requesting that last song. I give you my heart. Darlene Check, I think is how you say her last name. It is a great song, and I can't think of a more appropriate song for today. Happy Valentine's Day. I'm aware that Valentine's Day does not seem like a very godly holiday, if you want to call it a holiday. And it's a time that a lot of people actually hate because it just reminds them that they've had broken relationships or a lack of relationships because we've somehow turned the memory of the man who was later called St Valentine into a symbol of human romantic love, and then it even got turned into more of just a way for manufacturers of candy, cards, and stuffed animals to make money off of, people who somehow got it in their head that they have to do something special for somebody on this particular day, and sometimes only on this particular day, or maybe on anniversaries and this day. And it's pretty sad because that's not who St. Valentine was. St. Valentine was a minister. Some say priest, some say bishop. I'm not sure which. Doesn't matter. He was a minister who was martyred on February 14th in the 3rd century. And he gave his life for God. And he didn't do it on that day. So definitely not a one-day thing. If you're not walking with God on a regular basis and loving God and laying down your life for Him on a regular basis, you're sure not willing to do it when the time comes to lay down your physical life for keeps. This was someone who was dedicated enough to the one who loves us that he was willing to die. He gave his heart, gave his life, as we are called to do. Some of us most likely will not do it the way he did it, but we're all called to lay down our life. And it's a daily walk with God. Yeah, story has it that he married people in secret and things like that, and that's how the human romantic aspect supposedly came in. But what made it February 14th, what made him memorable, was that he died for Jesus. And the reason that he died for Jesus and was willing to lay down his life on a daily basis up to that point, and permanently on that point, physically, is that Jesus was willing to wrap himself in flesh and live a life of service every day until that final day when he gave us something so much better than flowers or chocolate. He gave us his life so that we could have a new heart. So that our hearts of stone could become living hearts. And we could have the ultimate relationship with our Creator. That's what love is. That's what Valentine's Day should be about. Understanding that God loves us as we are, not as we should be. But he loves us enough not to leave us as we are, and he's willing to do anything and everything that is necessary so that we could have life and relationship, so that we don't have to be alone, so that no matter how messed up or broken our relationships on earth might be, there's something that can satisfy and meet the need. And no matter how great our relationships on earth may be, then they just are pale imitations of a better relationship that we can have. Jesus gave his life for us. That's love. That while we were still in our sin, he didn't say, shake yourself free from sin and get cleaned up and then you can come and I'll accept you. While we were still in bondage, while we were still broken, while we were haters of him, he died for us. And our response, when we get a glimpse of that, the only logical response is to love him back that same way. Not once a year, not on Valentine's Day, not on Easter, not on Christmas. Every day. Lord, I give you my heart. I give you my life. Have your way with me. Because his way is going to be better than anything we could do on our own. So on a day when some people are reminded that they've lost love or never had the love that they've looked for, there is a love above all loves that meets every need, satisfies the soul, and gives life that does not end when the body stops pumping blood. That love was demonstrated by the life and death and resurrection of Jesus.